This is a photographic essay. It's called Port Townsend, A Town for All Seasons. And Mike is here tonight to let it out. This is the public unveiling of a really incredible photographic experience. So come on, Mike.
All right. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for showing up tonight. I have something I wanted to share with people. I've been working on this for about 4 years. It's just a book of images of Port Townsend.
Closer to the mic, Mike.
It's my impressions, and I just totally enjoyed the whole process of doing this. At times it was frustrating, it was a struggle, but overall it was just one of the most enjoyable things I've ever done in my life.
Wow.
More than the open mic ones? Yay!
And here's the book. And it's 262 pages of images, which is trimmed down. The original was almost 400. So I had to, it's kind of hard to hold and show them at the same time. But this is a first class printing job. It's 4-color process on a Heidelberg press. It doesn't get any better than that. And these are for sale on a site called blurb.com, and I'll explain that a little bit later. I've got some cards and more information over at the table over there. And I'm also selling CDs and DVDs, rather. 2 versions. One is for computers, and one is strictly for television DVD players. They're completely different formats. They don't even talk to each other. And so I'm selling one, each one for $10 a piece, tonight only. And on the computer version, it's kind of neat because I have an Acrobat PDF file in there. You can see every single image, plus about an extra 30 or so that I put in there. You can look at them all at your own pace. And if you want to lift them off and print them, I don't even care. I really don't. Go ahead, do it. That's what they're for. But anyway, this is it's about a 16-minute video with music by my son Cody. I'm very proud of you know Cody. You see him play, and it's just really, really fun. I did it in Final Cut Pro, so it's turned out real well and everything. And I'm going to put the book back there in the corner. You're welcome to come over and look through it and peruse it. I just ask you don't get any wine spilled on it.
And if you're eating pizza, wash your hands on it.
Well, yeah, pizza, wipe your shirt before you page on it. And so, but what I wanted to mention too was the Blurb site. It's a self-publishing site, and so it's like they're one at a time. So you can order it online. The only thing, it's $169 for the book right now. So right now, trying to find an option, maybe a local publisher, print it, a little cheaper. But you got to do a couple first to show them what the product is and yada yada yada. So, yeah. I wanted to stop for a second in the presentation. There's a couple people here tonight I really wanted to thank. First is Nancy Boda, our spelling bee. She came over a couple times and found all sorts of misspelling. And as you get older, I guess it gets tougher to spell, And anyway, we had our most enjoyable time doing that. And there was still some left after we were finished. Also, who's here tonight is Mike Hale back in the corner, the Edward Hopper of Port Townsend. And he came over and really helped me match up images of what went with what and everything. An enormous amount of help, because after a while I couldn't even see the thing anymore, He just has a great eye, composition-wise and everything else. Besides, it's fun hanging out with him. I want to mention my friend Brian Kozer. He's a guy that I knew was a graphic design artist from the LA area when I was working for newspapers. And he's just one of these hotshot kids. He's just the best I ever saw. And he recently moved to Seattle, and he came over for a couple of days and really put that baby together. He's the man that really put each page down so they really, they sparkle. And last but not least, I think I saw him here. somewhere. Gary Smith is here somewhere. Where are you, Gary?
Back there, he's waving behind you.
He's waving, okay.
Behind you.
Gary has taken the book. For some reason, he really likes it a lot. And he's taken it after it's been published and is helping me see if we can get, you know, some sponsorship and everything else. I want people to see this book because in 10 years they're going to go, oh, yeah, I remember that guy. I remember that building. And, you know, oh, yeah, you know, like the Teddy Bowl's gone now. Got a picture of it in here. You know, and it's gone. So,
History. Pictorial history.
I think I mentioned the video that I made, and what I did with the video is I wrote a poem in the inside of the book, and I'm going to wrap the poem around images and so forth. So I'm going to attempt to read this. So, but first I have to look poetic.
Oh, does that make you look poetic?
Yes. How's that?
Sure, that's good.
How's my hair?
It's good, it's good, it's good.
Thank you very much.
The image is good.
Okay.
You read better that way.
Yeah, I got to remember to breathe.
Oh yeah, breathe.
Port Townsend, a town for all seasons. An abundance of character and characters. A city of dreams for some, just passing through for others. Century brick, rusty buildings stubbornly holding on to the past. Victorian architecture in need of repair, but looking swell. Facades at once crumbling and romantic. Hard economic times taking its toll on downtown merchants and foreclosed homeowners. Paper mill blowing gasps of stinky smoke from stacks. Shipyard scaled down by lack of fish. For others, life journey rejuvenates and morphs into freshness captured through lens or on canvas, or words and sounds and dog walks and vistas and waters, oceans, air, and daydream moment. Chetzamoka, the great chief, Solish tales awash, entombed, namesake park with gazebo and manicured gardens, a playground for the kiddies. Natives driven to smoke-filled, noisy, clanging rooms and casino on sacred ground as raven-top totems rise on landscape ground. Chinese laid tracks for never completed railway, brought opium and broken dreams. The new Seattle, Shanghai, once prospering lumber industry like sawdust blowing in the wind. Seagulls marking cars as efficiently as parking Nazis. Does and fawns stop traffic, make us go slow. Learning to drive, 25, cops everywhere, man alive. Rather kinetic cops write tickets for smiling on a cloudy day.
Or frowning on a sunny day.
Presidential, residential, street names, 3 streets named Landis. Look it up.
Yep.
Crazy kinetic days, human-powered contraptions driven, ridden by zany costume mirth makers. Everyone wins this race.
Yep.
Ever-winging crows going somewhere. Ferries unloading, loading, drifting somewhere. Picket fence Victorians, dirt yard mobile homes. Well, where can we be? PTers explaining the weather to visitors.
Explaining the weather.
If you don't like the weather, just wait 10 minutes.
2 minutes.
People smile, wave, wink, engage here. Artists, musicians, writers display an artist walk, hoping to sell. William James Bookstore. Oh, what a bookstore. Mondays, open mic at the Upstage. Yeah. Tuesdays at the Uptown. Wednesdays at Sirens. Sundays at the Courtyard Cafe.
Thursday boiler room.
And don't forget Thursday at the Boiler Room. Thanks, Lord. Boats, ships, rowers, canoers, scullers, kayakers, fishermen, yachts, cruisers, wooden boats, steel boats, cement boats, more boats. Destroyers, tugs, pulling dead trees, sailors and whalers too. Wires and cables, slice vistas, creating new visions within visions. Holy relic, empty buildings, dead black unblinking window shapes peer out and in. watching window reflections looking back. Downy blankets, animal-shaped cumulus clouds, nestled in mother's lap of Cascade Olympic Rainier. Fort Worden campsites, toasty weenies on Tsunami shoreline, cement steel fort ghost protecting us from ourselves, cemetery full of military heroes, buskers busking for dollars and fame, ancient ruins of ferry dock falling down, faded painted ads on sides of buildings for chewing tobacco and self's shoes, kids on skateboards and substance looking for adventure, retirees on walkers and substance facing mortality. Change is constant. Spring brings hope and grace in Spring brings hope and grace in willful rhododendron blossoms. Summer, ever patient and gradual, teasing with brief sun and hopes of warmer days, late sunsets, early sunups, like a long poem. Fall sweeps in like a lion, twirling and whirling cold wind, courageous orange and yellow dyed trees, leaves falling, skeleton limbs showing. Winter's long, dreary, soft, brief, light days and swift sunsets bring joy and comfort to some. Others follow the sun. And it begins again.
Yeah.
Hey, Jack,
Yeah.
do I have time to do the naked juggler routine?
No, Mike.
Naked juggler.
Next time. Thank you,